mean, I believe I'm the best running back in the country. That's just my belief.
This is Cam Skattebo, running back out of Arizona State. Cam started his journey at Rio Linda High School out of California and played both running back and linebacker. Due to an injury to the starting running back in his junior season, Cam got the majority of the workload on offense and didn't disappoint, rushing for 3,550 yards and 42 touchdowns on 305 carries. His workload went back to normal in his senior season, rushing for 1,650 yards and 18 touchdowns on 160 carries, which was still very impressive. Despite his fantastic play, Cam was insanely not ranked as a prospect out of high school. Most colleges felt he didn't have the size or the athleticism to play at the D1 level, and he only received one offer, which he accepted, committing to Sacramento State. After Sacramento State canceled their season in 2020, Cam had a respectable first season but broke out in his sophomore season, doubling his numbers and rushing for 1,372 yards and 7 touchdowns on 195 carries, and proved that he had the talent to compete at the D1 level, winning the Big Sky Offensive Player of the Year award. He would enter the transfer portal after the season, transferring to Arizona State. By this time, Arizona State was very clearly rebuilding their program, having just fired their head coach Herm Edwards. This tends to not be ideal for players, usually leading to high transfer numbers. Because of this, Cam became more of an all-around player in his first season, spending a lot of time at both running back and wide receiver, and was even the team's punter for a time and quarterback in some situations. In 2024, however, Cam was finally able to get the ball rolling. He rushed for 1,711 yards and 21 touchdowns on 293 carries. Cam helped Arizona State make an appearance in the expanded college football playoffs, taking an amazing Texas team to the wire, and he had himself a great game as well, with 143 yards and 2 touchdowns on 30 carries. Still unfortunately losing the game and ending their season, but propelling Cam Skattebo into the national headlines as he headed to the 2025 NFL Draft. Cam is an absolute bull at running back, being the definition of a pure power back. He has a pure knack for running through tackles and carrying players several yards downfield before going down. He is extremely effective, especially in short line to gain and goal line situations, having a natural leverage to make sure he falls forward and a strong leg drive to keep him moving. Cam has a very high IQ for finding holes in the line and is very efficient as well, allowing blocks to develop, making sure the hole actually opens rather than just barging through a hole that isn't there. While it wasn't used as much during his college days, Cam also has been seen to have some great hands as well, providing the possibility for him to be a receiving threat out of the backfield. Pairing all this with his infectious energy and competitiveness, this could make Cam unpassable in the draft for many NFL teams. He may be the definition of a power back, but that isn't always a good thing. Cam has been a workhorse in college, having 521 carries in the past 2 seasons alone. This brings up questions about Cam's durability and longevity in the NFL, already having 773 carries to his name before stepping foot on an NFL field. He's also had an issue with coughing up the ball, having 10 fumbles over the past 3 years, which is less than ideal in pro backs. His pass protection is seen as, quote, wildly inconsistent, not shying away from blocks, but his technique just isn't there yet, causing him to get beat easily or flat out even whiff on blocks. Cam can also tend to get a little too cute on his jump cuts, occasionally dancing behind the line trying to make something happen instead of just hitting an open hole. And the one thing that still haunts him to this day is something from way back in his high school days, just not having a very good top-end speed, having the acceleration and burst needed, but can be caught quickly by defenders. These issues keep Cam clearly out of early day 2 for a lot of NFL teams, no matter how fixable they may seem. Cam Skattebo became an immediate fan favorite in 2024, but unfortunately, the NFL draft isn't interested in a player's popularity. Cam is an amazing power back, but you can't help but wonder if his immense workload in college may shorten his career. However, most of his other weaknesses can be easily fixed with training. I'd have Cam as a 3rd-round pick, and I can't see him falling past the 4th. NFL teams love their power backs, as seen in the past few drafts, and Cam is definitely going to find himself a nice home at the next level. Hey everyone, it's Noah. I just wanted to put this at the end of the video. Thank you so much for 100 subs on YouTube. I know it doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of people, but to me, it means everything. It means the world. If you'd asked me 13 years ago when I started this YouTube channel, I would have told you, absolutely, I'm going to conquer the world. I'm going to have 1 million subs. If you had asked me 5 years ago, I would have probably looked at you and said, who are you? Get out of my house. But thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate every view, every sub. I appreciate it all. I love making these videos, and I don't plan on stopping. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good rest of your day.